Are we live? I think we're live. Hopefully you can see, hopefully you can hear. Let me just tweet out on the old Twitter that we are live. Da, 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 da. Let me have a look. There we go. Right, let me jump on YouTube. Not now. Da, da, da. Share, copy, head to Twitter, live, put the sirens on so it gets some attention, live, all the text has changed, testing out some new unicorn darts products. Paste. I better tag unicorn actually, just in case they want to repost. Boom. Get rid of that. Hopefully that will tweet out. La, da, 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 da. Right, how's it all going? Does everyone hear me? Are we all good? Post was sent, so hopefully people will come and join. Right, so I have the new all-in-one flights, which I'll be putting on the darts. Which darts should I test out first? I've got the Jeffrey Zwans, I've got the Prodigy bombs, I've got the Matt Denants, I've got the James Wades, Gary Anderson duos, and I've got the Generation 1 AC Ralph's Laumedis. So I can test out one of those sets. If one of you guys want to let me know which ones to test out. Okay, you can hear me, cool. First person to pick a set, and I will put some flights and stems on and we'll give them a chuck. Okay. Got 1 minute while I chuck my own darts. Someone put a set of darts in the chat to test out, and I'll test them out. $45. $60. In fact, I've got to repoint a set of my own darts. So, we'll see. Right, I'm going to throw the Gary Andersons because they are the best darts that I have. Let me just refresh that. When I step in front of the camera, it goes a bit bright sometimes. Okay, so we are unboxing the Gary Andersons. The new unicorn packaging is also very nice. Yeah, a little card for the Raspberry scoring app. But yeah, they actually come with like paper packaging now, which is nice. More environmentally friendly. So we're going to take those out, and they are the darts. They probably won't quite fully focus, but there you go. Nice gold and blue colour. We're actually going to take the original flights and stems off. Yes, Jack, how's it going, mate? I don't have my Scolia, well, I mean it's on, I don't have it set up on my thing, but I can chuck my tablet on. I won't have the scoreboard on the screen though, but I can talk through my scores. But yeah, I'll give you a game, mate. Let me just get these darts set up and turn my tablet on, and I'll give you a game. These stems really do, like, they're sort of tight to get in, but not like, you know, sometimes when you screw some stems in and they're like difficult to get in because they're like, the thread's not quite right. These are difficult to get in, but not because the thread's not quite right. There we go. Let me switch to my, for some reason my chat's not showing in my streaming software, which is a bit annoying because it means I have to go back onto YouTube. But there they are, the Gary Andersons with the thing. I don't know if you can see them, but anyway, let me I'll chuck on my tablet and I'll give Jack a game. While that loads up, I'll have a chuck and see what I think. So yeah, Gary Anderson duos, they've got, I think all of the darts now with Unicorn come with volute points, which is nice. I'm not a massive fan of the volute points just because they're a bit thin at the end and they snap. But yeah, these are 25 grams, not my normal weight, but we'll see how they go. Things with these, I like the bulbous front section, but they're a bit long. Right, just logging in on my tablet. I'm intrigued to try the Matty Denants. Just because I've always wanted to try like one of the newer sort of sets of Barney darts, and I've never really bought them because they're a bit expensive, just to test out. So I'll be intrigued to try them out. Also the Prodigy bombs, because I've been using a set of bomb-shaped darts recently, so they'll be quite handy to try out as well. Right, if I go into, got a friend request from Jack, accept. Oh god. Right, Jack, I'm going to go in the online lobby. If you want to send me an invite, and I will accept it. I'm just going to calibrate my board because sometimes it's a bit funny. This tablet's been very slow. I'll calibrate my board when I get into a game because that will let me do it then. Oh, who's outside? Oh, there we go. Right. Pending invite. You already have a pending invite. Oh, it's there. Accept. There we go. Kyle, how's it going, mate? All good, thank you. Let me just continue. I'm just going to calibrate my board quickly, Jack, just because for some reason my Scolia first turns on, it doesn't want to register any darts until I calibrate it again, which is a bit annoying, but successful. There we go. Join game. We are in. Right, so I throw for bullseye. Just outside, so we might throw. Right, here we go then. A leg of 501, not that you can see the scores, with the Gary Anderson duo in 25 gram. The phase 6 duos, that is. behind on the last one. Nice 81. Oh, drop me darts. Already a good sign. How is everybody today then? What did you guys think of the Unicorn launch last week? Balls had a launch today as well, actually. If you guys haven't seen that, Balls Germany. Oh, good switch. If I start playing well with these, I'm going to think they're my new match darts, which will be annoying because they're expensive darts. Well, they're not overly expensive, but they're, you know, a little bit. Ooh, 26. 1, 2, 5, 4. So yes, we are using the new Gary Anderson Duo Phase 6s. Just going to move my chat over. Yes, we're just using the Phase 6 Duos with the Forge all-in-one flights and stems, which are Unicorn's new flight and stem system. They're actually not a bad little feeling system. They remind me a little bit of, I don't know, they're kind of a, I'd say they're a halfway between like a K-Flex and a, probably like the Bulls, if anyone's used the Bulls moulded flights, a little bit sort of like that, but like a bit more, like they're thinner, a bit more rigid material. That's not where I wanted to go. Oh dear. Not very good with these darts, clearly. I'm on 161. I feel darts are better than the West Ham Wolves game that's on just now. I'm kind of hoping for a West Ham win there, just because Wolves are down there with us. 65, gives me 96. Oh, I just can't get them to fly at the same. Well, I can't get them to go on the board consistently. I think it's because of the weight. Oh, there we go. Nice little 91 finish. Is it still 0-0? Should be a sacking for whoever loses tonight, I reckon. Yeah, possibly. Although saying that, I think it was a bad performance for both. I think they'll both get sacked. Ah. Yeah, I don't. West Ham could have brought in a better manager, I think. They've just got him with the name, haven't they? Gary O'Neill, I thought, was doing alright when he was at Bournemouth. He was out and got replaced by Raiola. And then he had a bit of a good spell with Wolves, but I think he might have lost the dressing room a bit, I think. Yeah, I'm not playing great with these darts. What are the all-in-ones like? They're alright, Liam, to be fair. They feel like... I can't remember how much they were. Oh, God. But they kind of feel like... I don't want to put a damper on it because they do feel good, but like a slightly cheaper version of like a K-Flex. I'd say they're definitely better than the Force 90s from Mission and the Bulls flights, but probably still below the Condors and the K-Flex. Nice ton. I can't remember how much the flights are, if anyone knows. None of my darts are going straight, neither are mine, mate, unfortunately. Let me look it up. What are they? Unicorn Forge flights. Forge all-in-one dart flights are £5.62, so not bad, to be fair. They're not a bad price at all. Or is that that might be the price that I get trade, so it might be more expensive than that, I don't know. But I can get them for £5.68. I don't know how you can throw a jumper onto the first thing that gets chucked. To be fair, this jumper's sort of quite, it's, you know, when I'm playing casually I don't mind it. Really enjoying the Condor tri-flights. I've got a set of those, I just haven't really bit the bullet on actually using them. I did try them out for a little bit. Didn't notice too much difference actually. Oh, 15. Liam, if you're still in the chat, was that you I saw that got to the final on Saturday? Oh, I just can't let go properly. Yeah, I think they're just a bit too heavy for me and a bit too long for the shape. I'll probably switch to a different set after this game. See there, they just don't go in consistently. Like this one went really flat, but some of them have like gone in with quite a high angle of entry, and some of them have gone flat. We're nearly at 4,100 subscribers. Oh, I thought it was going to be a good setup there. Yeah, so we've actually pushed up. We've gained over 100 subs this week because I've been doing a giveaway. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and then head over to Twitter, and I've got a giveaway going on my page. And you have to be subscribed to be in the chat, so... Ooh, unlucky jack. There we go, first dart. So first to 5 legs. So what I might do actually is change darts. What darts do you want me to use? I've got 5 more sets. 4.1k should be a lot higher because your content is decent. Thank you, Brian, much appreciated. YouTube, I mean, if I could put more time into YouTube, I would. Sorry about this, Jack. What set shall I use, guys? I've got a few here. I don't know if you can see any of them. There we go. We've got the Maestro, Jeffrey Zwaan, we've got the Prodigy, Bombs, we've got the Contender, Matty Denants, we've got the James Wades, and we've got the Generation 180 darts. So if someone just chucks a name in the chat, I'll get them out and use them. I know I've got to try out the Wades for one of the guys on Twitter as well, so I'll use them if someone doesn't say Wades. Apologies, Jack. If someone doesn't put one in the chat, I'll just get a set out. Any scallop darts? No, not really, unfortunately. The Wades have like a weird like indentation to them. I wouldn't say they're a scallop. Probably lack of regular uploads. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. There we go, Wades. So we'll test out the Wades. Yeah, I just don't... The problem is I could very easily do probably 2 videos a week if I just like put content out that wasn't great. Or, you know, wasn't any good, in my opinion. But, yeah, unfortunately, that's not how I roll. I mean, like, the last video that I done was kind of like the bare minimum of what I want to do now. Sorry, Jack, I do apologise for this. I want to use the all-in-ones because I'm probably going to raffle some of these darts off. they're not quite going in flush. Anyway, the wades are set up with the all-in-ones. I'll quickly throw so Jack can get on with the game. These feel really strange. And they go very flat. I don't know if them going flat is a result of the all-in-ones. Anyway, yeah, so these are the wades. They've kind of got the amethyst coating on. I mean, it's not going to focus fully, like close up, but this bit here in the middle is like almost indented a little bit. So that's the closest you get into a scallop. Jack's score correcting. I'm just going to approve that. Sorry, Jack, I assume you probably threw and you're waiting for me. Ooh! So close to a 180 with the wades, which is weird because I really don't like the way they feel. What weight are the wades? They are 23, I think. Yeah, 23. What are the all-in-ones like from Unicorn? Yeah, they're alright. I don't mind them. I definitely think the K-Flex and the Condor are probably better. But you know, they're an option. They're definitely not the worst. I think the Mission Force 90s aren't quite as good as this. They're a bit, I don't know, they've got a little bit more give to them if you sort of look. There's a bit more give in the sort of flight, so if you like something a little bit more flexible, they may be more for you. But they're not like soft or like thick. They're still pretty thin, so you're not being compromised. I'll tell you what I like about these is the grip is very subtle. It's like a micro ring grip at the front, which is where I'm gripping. And because it's got like the amethyst like coating, it's like almost sandblasted. And it's it just feels like soft. Oh, that didn't go very well. Who did that one? Oh dear. Oh dear. 44 leaves me on 218. Nice little ton there, we'll take that. Just from first impressions, the flights look cheap and nasty. I mean, in terms of build quality, they do feel a bit cheaper than, say, the Condors or the K-Flex. Yeah, but I think they're definitely still better, like I say, than the other flights on the market. In terms of, oh god, that slipped out my hand. If you're comparing them to Condor and K-Flex, you're never going to be satisfied. But I think probably compared to the other flights and stems that I've tried out, that is nowhere near 55. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, I think they are slightly better. I think what impressed me the most was how thin they are, because sometimes with these sorts of flights they're very thick and these are quite thin. Oh dear, they're nowhere near. That one's alright. Ooh, bump into everything. Last one went nicely. surprised the shot all-in-ones aren't more like they're my faves. So I didn't like them at first just because I felt like they like ripped up a bit too much. And also the price of them. Nice ton, then 140. Just the price of them put me off really, like 12 quid for a set of all-in-ones. I know they're a bit thinner, but I think for the price the Q-soles are probably better. 261. Oh dear. I think I ranked the shots like 4th on my list out of the 7 that I tested out. Darts. We're on 85 after 12. It's been a decent leg, this one. Oh, look at that. 15 dart leg with the wadies. Let's go on TikTok later. All my predictions for the Worlds. I'm going to have a World Championship prediction video go out on Saturday or Sunday. It's not going to be anything special, but just my predictions. And then I'm going to review my predictions at the end of the Worlds. I was using them for 4 months to the screw and part snap, but was using tapered points. There was no actual flight damage. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I can't really get on with tapered points. I don't know what it is. Bounce out. I think my World's predictions are very similar to other people's, to be fair, so won't be any surprise. Tell you what, these are going not too bad now. I think if I had a medium, are these mediums? I don't know what they are. I think they said medium, but I think they're more like intermediates. Yeah, I think if they were a bit longer, I think they'd be alright. Taper points affect the way your dart flies. Not really, it's just where I rest my finger. So where I rest my finger, like right on the end of the dart, I like to be able to feel the nose rather than like a smooth transition. And also, like, it means my finger like slips down the point and it's a bit further away than where I want it to be. Oh, good last dart. What did you think of Lakeside? Very poor standard, I thought, overall. I actually thought Lakeside wasn't too bad. The opening rounds, as expected, aren't going to be great. I do think they need to work on the ranking system because I think there were too many Australian and New Zealand players. And the reason why there were so many Australian and New Zealand players, that's a single 20. The reason why there were so many Australian and New Zealand players was because of how many gold ranked tournaments they have. I think because Danny Porter was the #1 seed and he didn't look very good. I think if obviously you can't control which tournaments are gold and silver because it's put up by the individual federations, but I would say the problem with I think the ladies' tournament wasn't very good, to be honest, but the men's tournament, I think you had some good players in there, and also you think of some of the players that could have qualified but didn't play because they're playing in the PDC. I think you would have had a much stronger field. disappointment. What is Michelle saying? What do you... Sorry, Michelle, your thing was deleted, but I'm now reading it. What do you think of the Target Tour board and the Mission Infinity? I want to get one of those Blade 6 after 500 games. Not used the Target Tour board, if I'm honest, so I couldn't really say. Oh god, 82. Ooh. The Mission Infinity, my one that I had, I was very impressed with, but everyone that I've used since Super League, not really impressed with them. Get a lot of fallouts, the boards are quite hard. Oh, how have I not hit one there? Oh, Tom's on the old modus, on the online dart stream at the minute. Mr. Tom Sykes. I think, here's a prediction for you. I think Matador will play. I don't think he'll play the whole tour next year, but I do think he will go to some of the higher grade tournaments plus tournaments in the UK to try and qualify, because I think there's something there that he wants to get back there and like do better than he did this year. So I think Edgar will play a lot of gold events across Europe, and I think he'll play most of the British events. Probably not Scotland, because he wasn't very happy with Scotland last year. Is that in? That is in. Cheers for the game, Jack. Much appreciated, mate. Hope you have a good evening. Average 56 there over 5 legs, so not awful. Obviously that was massively boosted by the 15 dart leg. See, it's hard online, but the tour board I can't get in the Netherlands sold out. Yeah, so I think the tour board has only just become available in the UK, so it may take another week or so to be able to get it in the Netherlands, I'm not sure. Right, let me put the Wadies away. What darts should we test out next? Where are they? Where have I put them all? Here they are. I'm going to test out the Prodigy bombs, I think. The old Prodigy bombs, you probably can't quite see them. There they are, look. Bomb-shaped darts. He's far better than he showed in the opener. Yeah, I think Jarno Bottenberg just like, especially the first 2 sets, the way he was playing on confidence, and you could tell that from the other games he played as well. And I think first 2 sets sort of basically killed Matt off a bit, but yeah, I think he'll do mostly commentary this year, but I think when his schedule allows it, he will go and play some events. He's not going to chase it. But I think he will do the UK events and maybe a couple of gold ones, because then if he qualifies by playing gold events, then he's going to, if he wins a gold event at the start of the year, then obviously he's going to get an automatic qualification. So, yeah, I think he'll do that. Okay, so where I was saying earlier, where I think the thread didn't feel, it was just like secure, what I have here is the thread just isn't really going in the darts, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but let me just get one out because they're all the same. So on all of these Prodigy darts, the thread, I don't know if you can quite see, you see there's like a little gap, it's just not quite going in. I mean, if you give it a proper good twist, they're almost in, but they're still not quite 100%. Anywho, so the purpose behind the Prodigy darts, from what I could tell, I think is that they're designed for younger players, and they're made of 95% tungsten to make them smaller, to fit their hands better, so you almost like grow with the darts. So I think the Prodigies are based on another set of unicorn darts, which are available, but they're smaller, but the same sort of like balance point and ratio. I think that's how they work. The Blide 03s, I don't think I've used. Have I? Have I got the 03s? I have got the 03s. Sorry, I have. Yeah, I've got. Apologies to Unicorn because I'm promoting other brands, but I've got the Blide 03s. They're a nice dart, actually. Your throw is so improved. Comes and goes, mate. I was really struggling on Friday with it. Yeah, Friday I just like, well, not Friday, Thursday. Thursday, I hadn't played for a couple of days. Like, I hadn't thrown any darts for a couple of days, and I just picked up a dart on Thursday and like just couldn't throw. That's why I've been throwing, like, I've been throwing these Darts Corner Astrofire bombs. I've put my standard flights back on, but I was using kites on Friday just because I was struggling to throw. My straight barrel darts, my customs were going in at all funny angles, and I just couldn't get out why, so I just switched to bombs. So, how's it going? How's it going, Chris? Tell you what, I like these Prodigies. The grip's not really for me. It's a bit sort of Shanghai? No. The grip's a bit well, it's not grippy enough. It's kind of like a double. It's like a shark double ring grip. It's weird, but there's just not enough purchase on the dart for me. I like to have a bit of a smoother dart so I can get some contact points, more surface area of the dart on my finger rather than actual rings, because my hands don't really dig into them. So I'll tell you what, I do like these darts though. They fly nice. I like the blue. I'm not sure about all blue darts though, but I can see why they've done it because it's part of a brand, isn't it? Kick me, Ocky. Yeah, they fly alright. Bit more grip, and I'd actually really like these because they fly just above that treble and they kick nicely in the air. I can see the kick. I kind of hate how there's so many darts brands now. It's all about money. If only Unicorn Arrows existed, we'd all be fine. It's just the way it is, mate. Darts brands have always existed. It's just which ones are bigger. Obviously, back in the day, you had less sponsored players, so you only really ever heard of like Unicorn, B&W, and Harrows, I'd say, and even then Harrows were a bit late. Really, we've only gained, in terms of like the last 10 years, the only like big-ish darts brands we've really gained are Mission, are probably the biggest of the last 10 years. When did they launch? 2019. So, and then you've got Loxley, who I think are a bit quirky, a bit different, so I don't mind them being in the marketplace. Obviously Target have improved massively since they had Phil Taylor signed for them and Raymond van Barneveld, but I wouldn't say they're like new because they existed way before then. Who else are a newish darts brand? I suppose the Bulls brands. I don't know how old they are. Brian, thank you for becoming a member, mate. It's much appreciated. I think we have 2 channel members now. We have Brian and we have Andre from ACW Darts. So a huge shout out to you guys. Yeah, if you want to become a member, you can do so by joining. I think it starts from like $1.99 a month or something. And you get special perks. You can get first refusal basically on sets of darts that I'm selling. So if I ever go on to sell, you know, any of the products that I review, such as these Unicorn darts, you'll get first refusal on them, and you'll get a bit of a cheeky discount as well. Obviously, those darts will help support the channel, because obviously I get sent darts for free, but it costs me money to make videos, and time is money. Just having a chuck with the darts at the moment, flying lovely. Nice, good to hear, mate. When did Shot start? Shot have been around for a long time, actually. So Shot used to be called Puma Darts, and they claim to have created the first ever like blade wired dartboard. So you're talking a long time. Then they became shot probably, I don't know how many years ago, but their logo used to be like really thin writing, with like a little exclamation mark, and then they became sort of the shot you know now, which is more linked with like the tribal New Zealand stuff. So yeah. Remember when you sell those Acorn 95s? I don't know if I'll ever sell them, but I might do one day when I eventually just give up altogether. One thing I will say is, a couple of weeks ago I tweeted out saying that the end of 2024 may be the last time I ever post videos and stuff, like saying that I'm a content creator. But there's just something in the last couple of weeks, literally since I posted that, which have just come about, and I think I'm going to carry on doing it where I can. Have you tried the new Ashley Coleman's? So I didn't get sent any Ashley Coleman's, but I have actually thrown with Ash's darts. If you don't know, I live relatively close to Ash, so I see him semi-regularly. I've in fact even played Ashley Coleman and beaten him, and I've also lost to him as well, plenty of times, and I've played pairs with him, so I know Ash really well. I can't remember when Ash got his new darts. When I played Ash, he might have been using his new darts then. Actually, no, he wouldn't have been, because that was too early on, because he got sponsored just before he qualified for the UK Open. Then I played him in May, so yeah, he might have had his darts by then. But yeah, I have used them at some point, like months and months ago. I thought they were alright. Obviously, I was thrown with Ash's setup, with the pair flights and stuff, so yeah. These darts are alright, don't mind them. Prodigies are probably my favourite to throw out the bunch at the minute. Right, let's try out these Matadors, because they are the ones that I probably wanted to try the most out of the ones I got sent. Again, if you weren't here early when I opened the first set, Unicorn have gone to like this paper packaging. Now, obviously it's not a huge deal for most of you guys, but I always do say sustainability with darts products is going to need to be a thing, because obviously the UK government and plenty of other places are now putting in place legislation for sustainability. So if darts companies can't do that and can't keep up with that, then they won't be able to keep trading. So big shout out to Unicorn on getting the paper backing instead of the plastic ones. Anyway, so yeah, these darts I think are based on one of the more recent Barney darts. They just look the same shape and they're almost designed exactly the same. They feel quite grippy, which is nice. Let me just chuck on. I'm not going to use those. Not going to use the flights and stems or the all-in-ones forges. I'm just going to chuck my flights on, which are already battered. I've only been using them for a couple of days. 1-0 West Ham, fantastic. That keeps Wolves down with us at the minute. I hope we beat Wolves on, I think it's Saturday we play them. Anyway, so they're the Matadors. They actually look really nice with my flights and stems on, don't they? They come with black volute points, which are a little bit sort of sticky, which I don't like. And they also seem quite long. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, lovely. Ah. Thought we were going to get a first throw 180 there. Oh, they stick in the board. Yeah, these are nice actually. I like these. They're all going in at relatively consistent angles, which is what I look for when I use a new set of darts. They've got a nice level of grip to them. there's like a little band in the middle which has the Unicorn logo on, and they just provide a really nice level of grip. Who do I support? I support, don't know if you can see it there. Oh my god, this is confusing. There, that is my very first ever Ipswich Town shirt. So I support Ipswich. So enjoying, or not enjoying, the first season back in the Premier League for 22 years in my memorable lifetime, because they were in the Premier League when I was younger, but not that I can really remember. Anywho, right, let me just, what is going on here? Yeah, these Matty Dennett's feel really nice. They have the nice level of front weighting. Grip level's really nice. Like they're grippy but without being aggressive. How do you find the Volute points? Been using Eagle points for a while, with fancy change. Been playing quite well, just got unlucky a couple of times. Oh no, ridiculous how, like, games that we've played where we've played well, I think we were unlucky not to beat United the other week. We should have won at the week. I mean, I think on the balance of play a draw would have been fair, but we were unlucky to lose on Sunday. We were unlucky to lose to Villa at home. Who else have we played? I think we played really well against Liverpool, but I think they were just too good for us at the start of the season in the end. And there's probably been a couple other games where I think we've played well. Obviously, we beat Spurs. But yeah, I just think it's one of those where I think we just seem to be a bit of a lack of experience of like finishing up games, because we've got goals in us. We've got enough goals in us to stay up. It's just trying to keep that defence solid. How do I find the Volute points? Yeah, so the Volute points, these black ones are actually gripping the board quite well. I'm not really a big fan of the silver ones, just because I don't think they really grip the board much more. The one thing I will say with the Volute points is they're very sharp at the tip, and if you catch a wire at the wrong point, it just makes them go flat. So make sure when you first get a set of Volute points, you like round them off a bit, because otherwise they'll just snap like to a flat edge. Mike, how's it going, mate? For Ipswich, I think keep the manager even if they're relegated, because he'll get them straight back up. I mean, I think he'll probably be poached if we go down, but I think we've just given him I think it's a 5-year contract, and he's on like £6 million a year. He's like I think he's the 4th most paid manager in the Premier League. I think he's literally only behind Pep, Slot, and there's one more, Arteta, I think, and then he's joint 4th with Postecoglou. And I wouldn't sack him. I would let him, if we're going to go down, like let him take us down, and then let someone else buy him out of his contract. Which, with the way Spurs are going, I could see it being Spurs. And I also think if Spurs sack Postecoglou at some point during the season, I think McKenna might be tempted to go, just because it's his old club. But saying that, he did have offers from Chelsea and Man United and Brighton in the summer, and he didn't go. So, I don't know. I'm playing in socks, so I don't really want to drop a point on my foot. Oh. Sorry guys, just send a message. There you go. I don't mind McKenna actually. I wasn't opposed to the idea of Chelsea getting him when we were sniffing around. Yeah, I think most clubs would have taken him. I think he's one of those where his style of football, very opposite to Russell Martin at Southampton, is very adaptable. Like, we will still play long ball football, but we'll play football nicely in the right areas. West Ham 2 up, Bowen pulling the strings. Very nice. The problem is Gary O'Neill will probably get sacked tomorrow morning, then they'll bring in a new manager or an interim manager, and then they'll get some sort of like new manager bounce against us at the weekend. Which is what I was worried that United were going to do to us, but we actually probably deserve to win that game. Last time, 20 past 9. We'll probably go for another 10 minutes, so I'll finish up chucking these and then I'll chuck the other sets that I've got. But these are really nice. I like the Devenants. Nice level of grip. Very similar to a Barney dart. I assume they're based off Barney darts. I don't know what Devenant used to use before he was signed by Unicorn, but yeah, they just look very similar to a Barney dart, and they feel similar to a set of the Barneys that I've used in the past. So I think these are probably my favourites so far. So who's just asked that? Mike. I think so far out of the ones I've used, the matte Devenants are actually quite nice. They're like a cheaper version of the Barneys. I'll have to sort all these out when I finish the stream. Let's use the Jeffrey de Zwaans. I actually think these are really nice. Oh, there you go. Unicorn have a little logo on the thing. Research, development, engineer, improve. Interesting. I like the way Unicorn brand their darts. Russell Martin going for the companies, trying to play attractive football in the hope of getting a big move. Yeah, I think I saw someone say that on Sky. Oh, these are nice. I keep getting these bloody Russ Bray things keep falling out. Are these like free downloads? No? Okay. Whatever. I didn't get a set of Ashes darts, no. I don't know if the guys at Unicorn know that I know Ash. Because I literally just got the message off Jack, who's like the player liaison guy at Unicorn, and he was like, send us your address, and I could read you the exact message. It was, hi mate, could you send us your address and contact details, please? Thank you. That's literally what he said, and that's all I've heard from him. And then these turned up today, so. You have missed me use the all-in-ones, but I am going to put them back on now. No, I'm not. I lied, sorry. The all-in-ones are okay. I don't think they're anything really truly special. I think Unicorn just are putting them within their range just because they're there. What's the retail price on the Wades? I can look them up. Let's go Premier Darts. Shout out Premier Darts, by the way, good darts company. The Wades are $59.95. So not a terrible price. So these are the Jeffrey de Zwaan darts. Nice bit of black and gold. Nice simple ring grip at the front, which is what I like, and then a bit more intricate at the back. I always thought Jeffrey de Zwaan used sort of like tapered darts, but he maybe might have changed. So In fact, I think I'm right, because I'm pretty sure Adam Gawthrop uses a set of Jeffrey de Zwaans and they're tapered. So obviously he's gone for a bit of a change up. They've got his sort of like Cobra cuts, I would say. Is that what you'd call it? Like the sort of like vertical milling within the gold grooves. The one thing I'll say about black coating on unicorn darts is they feel like chalky. Like they feel like slightly rough. It's weird, it's weird. It's like you're holding a stick of chalk. These are going quite nice though. He says as he drops one in the treble one. Oh. I don't know how long these are. And I think they do taper ever so slightly at the back. So maybe I think they taper from the middle towards the back. I think they're sort of straight barrel at the front, smooth section in the middle, and then from the smooth section backwards they do taper slightly. Oh, you can really see these black volute points sticking in the board quite well. I thought Design used a Barney style before. I don't think it was quite Barney style, but you know, they weren't straight barrel, that's for sure. But yeah, these are definitely a slightly wider dart at the front, but I think they only taper from the smooth section backwards. I could be wrong though. Nice 60. Yeah, they feel a bit chalky at the front, but a nice standard ring grip, so if that's your thing, then that's cool. The grip at the back is really grippy, so if you're a rear gripper but like sort of straight barrel darts, the rear grip is pretty grippy, and they're a nice looking set as well, so you can't really go wrong. Oh, look at that, it's almost like I knew you were going to ask, Chris. Yeah, they're quite grippy. I can't really throw from the rear, so I'm trying my best. But yeah, they are. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. They're grippy. I'd give them a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I feel like it would wear away quite quickly though, because it's quite thin. But yeah, from straight out of the box, it's pretty grippy. It's most grippy just above the smooth section. Sort of like the very rear grip is alright, but the thicker gold rings near the near the smooth section in the middle are pretty grippy. I can't really throw them that well though. There you go, there's a treble 20. Oh. Give these a chuck for another minute or so, another few visits, and then I'm going to switch to the final set, which is the Generation 180 Ralph, I can't remember his last name, Laumanis or something. Yeah, Ralph Laumanis. Right, let's change over. Oh, there are a nightmare to go. So these are pretty standard straight barrel set. Oh, let me turn my tablet off. So yeah, straight barrel, sort of square cut rings. Don't really know what else to say. They're pretty long, I think. Quite a long dart. Is it the James Wade Purist darts? No, so I have the new ones. The machine, James Wade, the machine for 90% tungsten. So these are the Ralph's Laumanus. These are $47.95 because they're literally on the phone. These are 50.9 by 6.4. They look a lot longer than that, but a pretty standard length and width. So I hopefully should be able to throw these pretty well. He says as someone who doesn't really throw straight barrels now, but there you go, nice ton to start with. These are a pretty simple ring grip dart, so if you like a standard ring grip, these could be something for you if you're like a fan of unicorn, like a nice just standard ring grip, Bristow style. These are probably the best offering that Unicorn have in terms of that style of dart. Slightly further up where the paint is, you've got a sort of like twin ring section, which is ever so slightly grippier. So if you're a middle gripper and like a Bristow dart, but want a bit more grip, these have that little bit of extra grip in the middle, which is nice. See why I don't really throw straight barrels much now. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about this. Really nice, simple dart. They look a lot longer than what they actually are. Ooh. I feel like I haven't thrown 6 sets, but I have, haven't I? Gary Anderson, James Wade, Ralph Laumanus, Zwaan, Prodigy, Wade, Generation 180, Gary Anderson, Zwaan, Prodigy. What's the last set? Oh, the Matty Dance, of course, yeah. Oh dear. Speaking of Unicorn, Henry Coates is on the live lounge. I actually marked a game for him earlier this year in Bridlington. Very good player. Okay, you can't see. I had a bit of a panic moment there because I have some Christmas presents for my partner in that box at the back of my bed, and I wasn't sure if it was like open and you could see it because I don't know if she's watching, but I don't think you can really see it, so that's okay. Yeah, Ralph Laumanus starts a nice straight barrel. If you're a fan of Unicorn, because I know everyone has their sort of preference for brands, and just like a simple ring grip, then these are pretty good. I don't really think Unicorn do a Bristow style barrel. Ooh, 140. Yeah, I don't think Unicorn really do a Bristow style barrel, so these are probably your closest bet with that kind of dart. But yeah, really comfortable grip. They look a lot longer than what they are, but they're not. They've got a nice sort of twin ring grip in the middle where the paint is, so if you grip a bit further back then and want a touch more grip than what you'd normally get on a Bristow style dart, then these are pretty good. I'm going to have all individual reviews probably up on my TikTok, like little 1-minute clips. Just brief summaries, not too much compared to what I've talked about on here, to be honest. But if you want to go and follow me over there, I think the link is in the description. If not, at Matador Darts, you'll be able to find me. Pretty quick and simple. And I'll probably also upload them as shorts on YouTube as well. And I might do the odd review like full out proper review on YouTube as well, possibly the Matty Devenants and maybe the Prodigies as well. I need to be able to think of like good video titles and stuff, because I don't like just doing reviews like normally. But yeah, if you guys want a review of anything, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. I was only going to come on for an hour and give a quick chuck. Have you been sent all of this for free and will you have to give back? So no, I won't have to give any back. I have been sent them for free, so a huge thank you to Unicorn for that. Obviously they've sent them to me to, you know, review, test out, promote, etc. But I've not been told what to say about them, so in no way have I been paid to say anything. Payment obviously comes in the form of a free gift, which I have to disclose. Hashtag ad. I guess probably should have disclosed it in the caption of the video, because legally you should have to do that, but I completely forgot. But yeah, I've just been sent them to test out basically. Obviously it's Unicorn's way of advertising and promoting, so. But very privileged to be sent some stuff, especially considering I don't really like push myself to get products from people. Like, I don't message people really, I don't email people. I was approached by someone at Unicorn and all they asked was for my address and contact details, and they just sent this package in the post, and that's all I've had from them. So I've not had any word of what to say on these products. But as I always say, I generally don't think you get bad darts nowadays in terms of just the darts. I think the only thing that's bad generally for most darts is the price, but I think these are priced, you know, relatively well in the current market. So yeah, I wouldn't say they're groundbreaking darts. Obviously the Gary Anderson Phase 6 Duos I think are probably the nicest darts of the launch, but I am a fan of the Prodigies. The Matt Devenants offer a nice alternative to the Barney darts, which are a bit more expensive. But the Matt Devenants are obviously a bit cheaper, and I think they probably offer a little bit more grip at the front. The Zwaan darts are really nice as well. I like the look of them. I'm not a big fan of the Wades. And these Ralph Laumanis darts, they're alright. You know, Bristow style, can't really go wrong. Probably could have been a bit cheaper for a Generation 180 barrel, but obviously it all depends on Unicorn and how much they spend on products, because obviously they probably won't sell many of these, which means they probably haven't had many made, and that means they do cost a bit more to get produced. But that is going to be it for this stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I will hopefully have a couple of videos soon. I've filmed some videos, I'll get around to editing them. And I will have my World Championship prediction up on Saturday evening or Sunday afternoon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for joining the stream. Thank you for Brian for becoming a new member. If you want to chat with me about anything on the Unicorn launch, I'll be on Twitter for the rest of the evening, basically until I go to bed, because I'm always active on there. Yeah, cheers all for joining. I'll see you all hopefully very soon.